How can you extend your health span and vitality in your 70s and 80s? There's nothing like really enjoyable about your physical existence. But as you can also see from other people like, Sylvester Stallone, he's 75 years old. Other people who have maintained this high level of functionality and fitness. We know that with what we've seen over the past few decades is that the lifespan and the average life expectancy in these Western developed countries has increased quite a lot. There's a difference between having this health span, having this freedom, independence, being healthy, etc., versus being just kept alive with drugs and just staying in a hospital. The first thing you can do to increase the health span and quality of life is to lift weight. It's going to make you build muscle. It's also increase your strength, bone density, and many other beneficial things. So that if you have more muscle, you are more functionally fit, then you're able to do things more easily. So yeah, it's very important to be fit, especially resistance training. The problem is that as you get older, your muscle mass and strength, they begin to decline already after your 40s, and it becomes very hard to rebuild that muscle tissue. And there are a lot of studies that find that muscle strength, muscle mass itself, are very big predictors of overall mortality and longevity. So, like one of the biggest problems tends to be with that is hip fractures. If you have less muscle, less strength, less bone density in general, then you're much more susceptible to falling down. Then you increase the risk of metabolic syndrome, obesity, because you're not moving around that much, and it all goes downhill from there. And resistance training. Yeah, buddy! Number 2 is to eat a high protein diet, because protein is vital for muscle building and muscle maintenance. When you're older, then your ability to use that protein or to stimulate muscle protein synthesis decreases, which is why you need to compensate for that by increasing your protein intake slightly more. So older people actually need more protein than young people. So just calorie maintenance. So you eat the protein, and a lot of the protein gets burnt off for calories. So just to prevent obesity and metabolic syndrome, it's also quite important. Number 3 is gonna be hormone replacement therapy. So this is maybe like some people are not willing to do something like that, but, similar to muscle mass, you're also going to see declines in testosterone levels when you get older. Your growth hormone levels decline as well because of that. And you see that the muscle mass deteriorates together with the testosterone, etc. Whereas having like higher testosterone levels naturally would help with some aspects of muscle maintenance and muscle growth. So testosterone increases your risk of heart disease, increases your risk of bone fractures, sarcopenia, insulin resistance, all those things, depression. Next up is a melatonin supplementation. So melatonin, important sleep hormone, also has antioxidant properties, longevity hormone almost, helps with many other things, repair, brain clearance, prevents neurodegeneration, all kinds of good stuff. And similar to the other hormones, melatonin also decreases like everything else. And if your sleep quality is bad, then you're gonna experience all kinds of problems, higher blood sugar, higher blood pressure, more neurodegeneration, more cognitive decline. Even if you're not using it for sleep, supplementing itself just for the sake of it may be beneficial. Number 5 is NAD plus supplementation. So NAD, as you know, is a very important coenzyme in the body that is involved with energy production and just overall longevity. And with age, your NAD levels drop quite a lot. They drop more than 50% when you do get into your 40s. And that will again have like a negative effect on everything else. Like your insulin sensitivity goes down, muscle mass goes down, and you start to age more rapidly because of that. Of course, you need to be exercising, you need to be eating a clean diet, you need to be sleeping enough. Those are the fundamentals for keeping your NAD levels high. But there's also like supplementation route. You can use either like nicotinamide riboside or nicotinamide mononucleotide. Both of them lead to the elevation of NAD+. And we have a purpose. So research also finds that having this life purpose, having goals, having something meaningful that you live for is also associated with reduced mortality. And people who are lost in life, or they don't have anything else to live for, or they're depressed, then their risk of dying prematurely is much higher. Subtle subconscious effect on our physiology. So the purpose can be anything. Like it can be religion, it can be family, it can be pets, anything else that kind of gives you a meaning. So you have to kind of define it. But that's it for this video. Make sure you click a like, subscribe, notification bell as well. My name is Siim. Stay optimized, stay empowered.